I got my coworker fired after she kept trying to prove my service dog is fake. So I work at this really boring office job doing data entry, and I have anxiety and PTSD from a car crash 2 years ago. My therapist recommended I get a service dog, so I went through all the proper training and paperwork to get Benny, this super calm golden retriever who helps me with panic attacks and stuff. Benny comes to work with me every day because it's totally legal, and my boss was cool with it from the start. Most people at work loved him. He just lays under my desk quietly and minds his own business. But there was this one woman, Jessica, who worked in accounting and apparently had a huge problem with dogs being in the office. From day one, she kept making these passive-aggressive comments like, "Must be nice to bring your pet to work," and rolling her eyes whenever she saw me walking Benny to the bathroom area outside. I tried to ignore it because honestly, I didn't want drama. But then she started getting weird about it. She'd walk by my cubicle super slowly, trying to get Benny to react or play with her. She'd drop food near him, hoping he'd break his training and go for it. When that didn't work, she started doing stuff like clapping loudly or dropping her stapler right next to him to see if he'd get distracted. Benny literally never reacted because he's actually trained, unlike what she seemed to think. The worst part was she started asking other coworkers if they thought my dog was really a service dog. She'd be like, "I've never seen him do anything helpful," and "Those vests are easy to buy online, you know." It was so embarrassing because people started looking at me differently, like maybe I was lying about needing help. Things got really bad when she started following me around with her phone, trying to record Benny not working. She'd literally trail behind us when we went outside, hoping to catch him acting like a regular dog so she could prove her point. It was creepy and made my anxiety so much worse, which made me need Benny's help even more. The breaking point was last Tuesday. I was having a really rough day because it was the anniversary of my accident, and I could feel a panic attack coming on during lunch. Benny immediately started doing his thing. He pressed against my legs and did this specific nudge thing that helps ground me when I'm spiraling. But Jessica saw this happening and literally started laughing. She goes, "Oh wow, what amazing service, a dog touching your leg," really loud so everyone could hear. Then she pulled out her phone and started recording me while I'm literally having a breakdown, saying stuff like, "This is proof it's fake," and "Watch how she's acting." I was shaking and crying, and Benny was doing exactly what he was trained to do, but she kept filming and making these comments about how I was performing for attention. A few people told her to stop, but she just kept going. That's when I decided I was done. I went straight to HR after lunch with all the documentation I had about Benny being a legitimate service dog, the training certificates, my doctor's letter, everything. I also told them about Jessica's harassment, the filming, and how she was creating a hostile work environment for someone with a disability. Turns out, filming someone during a medical episode without consent is actually illegal, and harassing someone for having a service animal violates like 3 different laws. HR took it super seriously, especially when I mentioned that other employees witnessed her behavior and that I had been feeling unsafe at work. They called Jessica in the next day, and she apparently tried to defend herself by showing them the videos she took of me and Benny, which obviously just proved everything I had said about her filming me without permission. She actually thought the videos would back up her story that my dog was fake. She got fired that same day. HR said it was for harassment, violation of privacy, and creating a discriminatory work environment. The best part is she tried to argue that she was just looking out for the company and that service dogs shouldn't be allowed in offices anyway. Now everyone at work is super protective of me and Benny, and my boss even sent out an email reminding people about service animal laws and disability discrimination. Jessica tried texting me later saying I ruined her life over a stupid dog, but I just blocked her number.